qualified paramedic, Laura Heath, didn't think twice about sharing this selfie. Some of you may well have seen this before. And this was at the start of her shift back in March, but she quickly found herself the target of online trolls.
So Laura faced criticism and accusations that she was vain, that it was inappropriate to be posting a picture like that in the middle of a pandemic. But now she's fighting back and working with a charity to battle online bullying. And I'm really pleased to say that Laura joins us now from Staffordshire. Good to speak to you this morning, Laura. I can remember when you posted the picture and I can remember the reaction. And I think it's brilliant that, you know, you've stood up and decided to take some action on it. And, of course, brilliant, all the work you've been doing. Just to clear up for people, why did you decide to post the picture in the first place? What was going through your head when you posted it?
Hi. Yeah, I posted the picture just because it was my own personal profile, and sometimes I do post pictures of myself, whether it be in uniform or non-uniform. And I felt a bit low in confidence, you know, the pandemic was going on, and I kind of had a little proud moment that I wanted to post a photo in uniform, just saying that I was proud of my job really and what I do.
And just tell us about, at the time, tell us about some of the reaction that you got, some of the stuff that you're able to tell us at this time in the morning.
Yeah, so it was, you know, people were being really supportive, and I had lots of messages and lots of compliments, and it was great. And I really appreciated that, but slowly I got a backlash of hate and abuse, people commenting on my makeup, my appearance, saying that I was the reason for the death toll rising, saying that they wouldn't get treated by someone looking like me, which was quite hurtful, to be honest.
So they're, I'm trying to get my head around what their thinking is. Their sort of thinking is that they think that you're not taking your job seriously, I suspect, but I imagine you do take your job seriously. Of
course, yeah, you know, my job's my #1 priority, and I am young at the end of the day. I'm 24, and, you know, I feel like I'm allowed to post a picture if I want to post a picture. I don't see why that makes me such a bad person.
Yeah, and
I wonder if this is a generational thing as well, because some of the other pictures we're looking at you there where you're smiling and still with the same amount of makeup on and everything, I wonder if that would have got the same negative reaction. I know from my daughter that the second she takes a picture of herself, she immediately goes into what I call Kardashian's sort of like Instagram pose, because it's instinctive, because it's what you do, whereas from my generation, you stood very still and something flashed above your head almost, if you're having a picture taken, and you said cheese. And I just wonder if it was people looking at it and thinking that you looked beautiful, that you'd taken time to put makeup on when we were all worried about how much pressure, you know, health services were under, and also that somehow you were looking, let's be honest, sexy. Do you think maybe that's what got people going?
Potentially, yeah. I mean, I'll never know the real reasons why, but I can gather that that's probably plays a big part. It probably is a generation thing, but I didn't want people to judge me for that and think that I was a bad person, because I'm not. And, you know, whether that selfie comes across like that.
I mean, you'll be pleased to know we've had lots of people this morning working, health professionals working, as well as people generally saying, good for you. Kay says, I'm a nurse and I had to work throughout the pandemic. A bit of makeup was like my kind of mask that I put on, as well as, of course, the other masks that she would have had to wear, to kind of pull myself together and to get me going and to kind of get on out there and do something very brave. So I think a lot of people do get what you're thinking, but it's just tackling the wider problem, isn't it, of people judging and bullying online. That's what you want to head off.
Yeah, so that's the message I want to put across, and that's why I got in contact with Cybersmile, the charity I'm raising awareness for, is to kind of tackle this problem and kind of change everyone's opinion and kind of think before you type.
So you're going to do a skydive, is that right?
That's it, yeah. So on the 10th of October, World Mental Health Day, I'll be doing a skydive to raise awareness for Cybersmile.
Oh, fantastic.
pretty nervous about.
Well, listen, good luck with it.
You're very brave.
Yeah, very brave. And it's a great story, and I'm glad that you turned what was, you know, not a great situation for you getting that abuse, but turning it into a positive, and that's a really good lesson for us all. So thanks very much for joining us.
And all the work you do as a paramedic as
brilliant.
well. Fantastic. Yeah. Thanks very much indeed.